Aims Delhi to begin today human clinical trials of the indigenously developed COVID-19 vaccine Covaxin. 100 volunteers between 18 and 55 years of age to take part in the trials. India's COVID-19 case fatality rate drops further to 2.49%. Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaks to chief ministers of 7 states, takes stock of the COVID-19 and flood situations, assures all support to the states. Flood situation continues to improve in Assam. Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal assesses on-ground flood situation, while the flood situation in Bihar remains grim in 8 most affected districts. Major rivers still flowing above the danger mark at many places. Rajasthan High Court to resume hearing on the Speaker's notice against the Sachin Pilot camp today. Decision over Speaker's action against rebel MLAs likely. Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot claims support of 109 MLAs. BJP says it has been unnecessarily dragged into the matter. Coronavirus cases continue to rise globally. More than 1.44 crore cases reported. Death toll crosses 604,000. Nigeria's foreign minister tests positive for COVID-19. And in sports, Chelsea beat Manchester United 3-1 to reach the FA Cup final. Will meet Arsenal in the Summit clash on 1st of August. And England race against time to draw level in the second test against West Indies at Old Trafford. Hosts bowl out visitors Windies for 287 runs in the first innings. Good morning. Welcome to English News. I'm Anil Thomas. Now for the stories in detail. The battle against COVID-19 pandemic has reached a crucial stage in India as the human trials of the Indian vaccine is underway. The All India Institute of Medical Science will begin conducting the human clinical trials of the indigenously developed COVID-19 vaccine Covaxin from today. 100 volunteers between the age group of 18 to 55 years will be a part of this crucial trials. Health participants will need to have no comorbidities and without a history of COVID-19 will be the participants that will be selected here. People only from Delhi NCR region will be able to take this trial. Corona as well as liver test will be undertaken before these people are selected for the trials. 2 doses of vaccine will be given. There will be a gap of 2 weeks between both the doses. The vaccine will be administered through injections. The emphasis, however, remains on safety and screening, with ICMR scientists keeping a constant vigil on the matter. People can register to become volunteers by dialing the number 074 288 47499. I repeat, 0742 88 47499. or mail at ctaims.covid19@gmail.com. Two vaccines developed in India were given approval for human trials by the DGCI. Union Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has said that with this, the fight against COVID has entered a decisive phase. Moving on, the focused efforts of centre, state and union territory governments on efficient clinical management of hospitalized cases have ensured that India's case fatality rate has fallen below the 2.5% mark. Credit goes to effective containment strategy, aggressive testing and standardized clinical management protocols based on holistic standard of care approach. CFR currently stands at 2.49% and India is one of the lowest fatality rates in the world. Both testing and hospital infrastructure has also been ramped up across the country, and many states have conducted the population surveys to map and identify the vulnerable population. Along with this, various technological solutions have also ensured keeping the high-risk population under continuous observation. At the ground level, frontline health workers like ASHA and ANMs have done a commendable job of managing the migrant population and to enhance the awareness at the community level. As a result, there are 29 states and union territories with CFR lower than the national average. 5 states and union territories have a CFR of 0, while 14 states and union territories have a CFR of less than 1%. This shows commendable work done by the public health apparatus of the country. Well, time now to take a look at the worst affected states from COVID-19 in the country and how has been their progress in the last 24 hours. In Maharashtra, 9,518 COVID-19 cases were recorded on Sunday. This is the highest spike in a single day so far. Maharashtra's tally has already breached the 3 lakh mark on Sunday. The state of Maharashtra has so far reported 3,10,455 cases. Further, 258 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours. A total of 3,906 patients were discharged from hospitals or cured on Sunday. The state chief minister Uddhav Thackeray has reiterated that religious, social and political gatherings will remain prohibited in the state in view of the rising infections in view of Eid and Ganesh Chaturthi. Addressing collectors and municipal commissioners through a virtual meeting, Uddhav Thackeray called for a replication of the Dharavi model at other places in the state to control the COVID-19 outbreak. In Tamil Nadu, a record of 4,979 persons tested positive for COVID-19 on Sunday. Besides 78 deaths and 4,059 patients recovered in the past 24 hours. The total number of cases in Tamil Nadu now stand at 1,70,693 cases. In Delhi, 1,211 new positive cases were reported and 31 deaths were also reported on Sunday. 1,860 patients recovered in the national capital in the last 24 hours, and the total number of positive cases now stand at 1,22,793. Various states are taking tough measures to increase the recovery rate as well as to stop the spread of the pandemic. Jammu district authorities has announced a complete weekend lockdown beginning from July 24 to prevent the spread of coronavirus cases that had witnessed a spike over the past week. District Development Commissioner ordered lockdown from 6 p.m. on all Fridays till 6 a.m. on all Mondays beginning from July 24th. There shall be complete restriction on movement of individuals, vehicles and all activities within the entire jurisdiction of District Jammu. The only liberty will be given to the movement for emergency medical requirements and vehicles. Meanwhile, J&K Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu has appealed to the people to take all precautionary measures and follow the SOPs issued by the government to prevent the transmission of the upsurge in the COVID-19 pandemic cases. A student of Jammu University has developed the Apna Share app, an alternative to the Chinese app called Share It. Dheeraj Kumar says he was inspired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's call for Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant India. He began work on developing the app a few months ago but accelerated the work on it during the India-China face-off in Ladakh. As it turned out, India has since banned 59 Chinese apps that were deemed to India's sovereignty and integrity. In Goa, the government has decided to continue lockdown for the Mormugaon Taluka till 6 a.m. on July 24th for containment of COVID-19. Rest of Goa will follow the night curfew till August 10th, except for containment zones, which are governed by the orders issued by the collector. Moving to Arunachal Pradesh, where 8 residential buildings, including a prayer center of Itanagar capital region, have been identified and declared as containment zone. Further, the state government has decided to provide 2 basic life-saving ambulances and 1 advanced life-saving ambulance to all 26 districts of the state. Arunachal government on Sunday extended lockdown in Itanagar capital region till August 3rd to break the chain of local transmission of COVID-19. Manrega has provided relief to people who are facing hardships caused by unemployment arising out of corona in Karnataka. Migrant workers who have returned to their villages from the cities due to COVID-19 are now getting work under Manrega and running their own homes. Let's take a look.
Working at construction sites at Chikballapur, which is located at a distance of 60 kilometers from Bangalore, have returned from Bangalore. Many of them used to do small-time jobs in the city, while many of them worked as taxi drivers to take care of their family members. However, things changed for them. Their income slowed considerably due to COVID-19 crisis. Manrega came as a big support for these workers facing unemployment in their villages. Dhananjay is taking care of his family after getting work under Manrega in Guttepalya, a small village in Chikballapur.
How long can we sit unemployed? I was a taxi driver in Bangalore. However, I became unemployed due to coronavirus crisis. Now I am getting work under Manrega, supporting in my livelihood.
Money gets deposited in my bank account and we get a lot of support from it. We use this money for our daily expenses. Currently, the work under Manrega is underway at a total of 1,782 projects in Chikballapur district, due to which many people are getting employment here. Manrega has also provided employment opportunities to many women too. Not only in Chikballapur, but also people are getting work under Manrega in other parts of the state too during COVID crisis. With Govind Raju Swami, Bureau Report, Chikballapur, DD India.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday spoke to the chief ministers of 7 states to take stock of the flood situation and also the management of COVID-19 in their respective states. Assam and Bihar have been among the worst affected due to floods in the current monsoon season. In a tweet, Assam Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal said, and I quote, Prime Minister Narendra Modi took stock of the contemporary situation regarding Assam floods, COVID-19 and the Baghjan oil well fire scenario over phone. Expressing his concern and solidarity with the people, the Prime Minister assured all support to the state. Besides, the Assam Chief Minister said the Prime Minister had telephonic conversations with the Chief Ministers of Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. The Prime Minister discussed state-specific concerns with the Chief Ministers of the state. Staying with Assam, the flood scenario in Assam remains somewhat unchanged, although the water level receded further in some rivers of Assam in the past 24 hours. 5 more people have lost their lives in the last 24 hours, which has increased the death toll in the state to 84. With 26 deaths due to landslide this year, the death toll due to floods and landslide, a total of which now stands at 110. As on date, 2,400 villages under 70 revenue circles in 24 districts are reeling under flood water. Worst affected districts are Golpara, Barpeta, Morigaon and Dhubri. Rivers at various places of at least 8 districts are above the danger mark and more than 1,12,000 hectares of cropland are submerged. There are 301 relief camps and they are operating across the state, sheltering about 50,000 people. Chief Minister of Assam on Sunday assessed the on-ground flood situation and met the people who are affected in Morigaon district. During his visit, Chief Minister Sonowal thanked Prime Minister Modi for constituting a high-level committee under Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog to find lasting solutions to floods and erosion problems faced by the people in Assam.
Strong initiative to constitute a committee under the leadership of the Vice Chairman Niti Aayog, and also the members from all the state of Northeastern state area, and this particular committee has been entrusted the responsibility to prepare a detailed project report to find out the lasting solution of the flood and erosion and also landslide problem of Assam and Northeast.
Meanwhile, the Regional Meteorological Center in Guwahati has predicted widespread rainfall over the northeastern states of India, which is likely to have an impact on the overall flood scenario in the state.
The monsoon trough at mean sea level passes through Ganganagar, Rohtak, Fursatganj, Patna, and thence towards the foothills of the Himalayas. And also there is convergence of moist southerly southwesterly winds from Bay of Bengal over northeast is taking place at lower tropospheric levels. Due to these meteorological conditions, we are expecting a widespread rainfall with isolated heavy to very heavy falls is very likely over northeastern India during 19th to 23rd July.
The flood situation in Bihar remains critical in 8 most affected districts as major rivers are still flowing above the danger mark at many places. In Sitamarhi, the river Bagmati and Adhwara are flowing above the danger mark. Buri Gandak is above the danger mark in Samastipur, while Kamla Balan is flowing above the danger mark in Madhubani. The river Mahananda is flowing above the red mark in Purnia. Meanwhile, the number of inundated Gram Panchayats in the state has escalated to 153, with nearly 3 lakh population affected due to floods. Over 12,000 people have so far been shifted to safer places, while around 3,000 people are living in 7 relief camps. No loss of life has been reported so far due to floods, but as many as 8 persons have lost their lives due to lightning strike incidents in different districts of Bihar in the last 24 hours. As many as 120 people have lost their lives due to lightning incidents in Bihar this season. The Met Office has predicted heavy rainfall in certain districts of Simhanchal and northeastern Bihar during the next 48 hours. Well, for more inputs there from the northeastern region and Assam in particular, Kamal Bora, correspondent, joining us this morning. Kamal, what is the, we heard about more rains being expected there across, northeastern parts of India. But what's the weather like in Assam? Is there, is there relief when it comes to rains there in the state, or what's the situation there,
Yes, Anil, let me inform you that as far as yesterday is concerned, we have seen, rain throughout the state with low intensity.
Okay.
But it was not that much effective. Since intensity was low, so it was not a matter of worry for the whole state. But as far as if we go by the prediction of the Met Department, they have issued already warning that heavy to heavy rainfall may take place. So definitely apprehensions still remains there. But as far as the flood situation is concerned, let me tell you that in the last 24 hours, we have seen a slight improvement to yesterday also. But at this moment, matter of worry is that every day people are dying. Almost 5 people have drowned in the yesterday also. So it's a matter of worry, and in view of that, we have to say that danger has not ended yet. But we had the good news is that at this moment that Prem Modi has already set up a high-level committee under Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog to find out lasting solutions to the flood and erosion problem, because erosion has been a biggest problem in this state. Due to this problem, the state has already lost a huge amount of land area. So it was a long-time demand to for finding solutions to these problems. And today it has come up with the initiative taken by Prem Modi. When this will be executed on a ground level, definitely is going to benefit the state a lot.
Okay, yeah, things not looking all that great, but then let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that the red alert passes over and the people of Assam can breathe easy. Thank you and appreciate you joining us. Let's now shift focus to Bihar, from where Salman Haider, our correspondent, joins us. Salman, what's the situation there? We saw Bihar also facing the heat. What's the situation there in Bihar when it comes to the floods and also fighting the COVID-19 pandemic?
Anil, this rain had slackened during past 1 week, but from afternoon yesterday, it has started raining heavily, and still in Patna, rain is pouring in, and very heavy rain. Even in front of my house, the water is logged. Knee-deep water logging is there in some of the colonies. And as you said in your report that Simanchal and this north east area of the state is feared to have heavy to very heavy rainfall during the days to come.
Okay.
And now the death toll due to lightning strike has risen to 10 in past 2 days, and the chief minister has announced ex gratia of 4 lakh each to the kin of the deceased. So this is the situation here. More flood is feared in the already affected 8 districts, wherein many villages have been cut off due to floods, and they have become virtually become islands, and boat is only the way of communication, the only mode of communication there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Salman, you take good care of yourself. We'll come back to you for more updates across the day, trying to find what's the situation there in the state of Bihar. Moving now to Rajasthan and political developments there, and a busy day in Rajasthan. The 10-day-long political drama in Rajasthan is expected to reach the climax today. Rajasthan High Court would resume hearing on the Speaker's notice against the Sachin Pilot camp, which is 19 in number. The court's ruling is likely to decide the Speaker's action against rebel MLAs and also pave the way for a special session of Rajasthan Assembly. Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot has been claiming that he has the support of 109 MLAs, enough to prove his party's majority in the House. Shifting focus to international stories and a quick look at the global COVID-19 updates there. Coronavirus has claimed the lives of more than 6,05,000 people worldwide, while over 1,44 lakh people have contracted the infection so far. US and Brazil remains the worst affected countries in terms of COVID-19 infections and fatalities. United States has so far recorded 37,63,000 cases and over 1,40,000 deaths, while Brazil has crossed the 20 lakh mark and has now 20,98,000 infections and over 79,488 deaths. Talking of death toll worldwide, USA and Brazil are followed by United Kingdom, which has 45,385 deaths, followed by Mexico, Italy and France. Well, that's all we have time for in this edition of news. Thanks for watching, but do not forget to maintain social distancing. Also, keep your hands clean. Thanks for watching.
How does COVID-19 spread? People can catch COVID-19 from